Hey, my name is Jake and welcome back to the Time's Ticking YouTube channel. Now, Breitling is just about as notorious as Marvel's Avengers in the world of watches. So of course, when we here at Time's Ticking heard they were releasing their Avengers series, I couldn't help but make a video on it. So stick with me through this intro, because I've assembled all the information you might need for these watches. With a name associated with high-flying aviation, deep dive quality, and Swiss excellence, Breitling is a tour de force company with ironclad wings. Move over, Falcon. With a logo that implies their best qualities, featuring both a pair of wings and a ship's anchor, Breitling has a history with crafting quality chronometers that goes back 136 years. While I could add 136 years of Breitling's history and catalog to this video, I'm going to be narrowing in on one of their most recent additions to their roster. As I've already mentioned before, I'm going to be discussing the Breitling's Avenger series in this video. More specifically, I'll be discussing the Avenger and Super Avenger watches in this collection. Each watch is incredibly similar to the other in both watch lines. However, some key differences stand out between both watches that are worth exploring. Breitling's Avenger line actually originally debuted back in 2001. Their recent reboot of the series has been welcomed warmly by the watch industry. While there are a few Avenger variations designed with either aviation or diving in mind, some general features stay fairly standard between the Avenger and Super Avenger pieces. Both employ Breitling's signature angular cut links on a stainless steel band. Each design has an aperture at the 3 o'clock position for displaying the day. The Super Avenger and Avenger both utilize luminescence on their hands with a sweeping second hand. One of the best ways to describe their commonality as well is that they're both chronograph movement watches. Their subdials are placed at the same location on their respective faces. Breitling's standard stainless steel makes up for the case, which holds a sapphire crystal and houses the same type of movement between both watches. This movement is a Breitling B13 mechanical automatic movement based off the ETA Valjoux 7750. Mechanically speaking, these two watches are incredibly similar, but there are some differences between them. First, as the name might suggest, the Super Avenger is larger than the Avenger. The Super Avenger's case is 48mm in diameter versus 45mm, and 18.6mm in thickness versus a 17.4mm on the Avenger. This creates an obvious weight difference between the two iterations of the Avenger. Similarly, the dials on both watches are either marked with Arabic numerals, the Avenger, or tick marks on the Super Avenger. Another notable characteristic difference has to do with the colors one can choose between the two. The Avenger comes in volcanic black, tungsten gray, stratus silver, and Air Force blue. There are two tone options available regarding the color of the subdials on the Avenger. The Super Avenger primarily offers a black or white dial. There is an exception regarding Air Force Blue and Volcano Black dials, however, which can be paired with white markers on the dial. Both the Avenger and Super Avenger watches are designed for performance wear. Each is registered for at least 300 meters water resistance. If one is fighting to save the Earth, learning to fly, or looking to dive, they're both great options. The only major difference between both designs come down to aesthetic and weight preferences from the wearer. So, as long as the specifications fit, it's easy to align oneself with either the Avenger or Super Avenger. We here at Time's Ticking will continue to marvel at Breitling. Their history and watch lines always make for a wonderful look into the modern status of Swiss watchmaking. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure to give it a like, and if you'd like to see more content from us, you can subscribe right here. And as always, if you need any help repairing your watch, the link to our website is right here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.